the Magic Carpet Man.
So I'm on my way right now to go clean this tile floor. The last time I cleaned this tile floor was 8 years ago, which as far as I know is the last time the floor was cleaned. It's significant because it was the filthiest slate floor I'd ever seen in my life. And I didn't know that until I actually started cleaning it and started making stripes in the slate, like you can see in the picture. So now it's been 8 years. They want it cleaned again. I think when I cleaned it 8 years ago, it was the first time the floor had ever been cleaned, and it was only 10 years old at the time. And I assume the house cleaner was using Pine Sol or Fabuloso or some alkaline cleaner, something that was leaving a residue. I instructed them on what to use, told them to use a neutral cleaner, and gave them a list of neutral cleaners that would be good for cleaning a floor like that. And we'll see today if they did it. I'm interested to find out. Can't wait to see what the floor looks like now. I was actually in there last year, and it didn't look too bad. It was definitely getting dingy, but you know, that was 7 years of cleaning and use. But I don't think it was as bad as the first time I cleaned it, but we're gonna find out today. I can't wait to see.
So I just saw the floor, and it's every bit as bad as it was last time. Maybe 2% better. So we'll see how it goes.
Well, that took quite a bit longer than I thought it would, but if I remember correctly, it took just as long as it did 8 years ago because it was just as dirty as it was 8 years ago. And I don't know, maybe, like I said earlier, it might have been 2% better than it was 8 years ago, or maybe it was just 2 years less dirt because it was 10 years old the last time I cleaned it. It hadn't been cleaned in 10 years. Interesting though, something that the customer said. She said that the last time I cleaned it, she wasn't sure if she was happy with it. She wasn't sure if she liked the way the clean floor looked. She wasn't sure if she liked the way it looked like this. Because she said she kind of liked the way it looked dirty. And I hear people say that a lot, particularly with travertine. You hear it all the time with travertine. They call it the rustic look. I like that rustic look of travertine. No, you like a dirty floor is what you like. And I mean, I guess, whatever, it's a floor. Kind of seems pointless to me to spend all that money on rock to put in your house and then just leave it dirty all the time. But apparently some people like that, and that's what this lady said, that she kind of liked it better the way it was before. And it's one of those things that it gets dirty gradually over time, and so you don't really notice it, and so you kind of forget about how dirty it actually is. But the thing is, with Slate, I don't think it's a good idea to go so long between cleanings, because it's hard to clean. It was hard to clean this floor. It came perfectly clean, no doubt about it, but it was hard, and I had to use a lot of chemical. I had to use a lot of water. Slate does not like water. I've seen Slate that's been the victim of a leaky window where the sprinklers were just basically pouring in the window and flooding, creating a puddle in the dining room where they had a slate floor. And the slate was so soft you could just stick your finger into it from all the water soaking in there for so many years. And there was evidence of that in this house as well, in front of the washer and dryer, kind of a wet place anyway. So there's evidence of the slate flaking. And if you've ever seen slate around people's swimming pools here in California, that was really popular for a long time, probably still is, putting slate around the swimming pools and then cleaning the slate flakes off the bottom of your pool every week, or I guess making your pool cleaner clean them off the bottom of your pool every week. So I would imagine that doing a lighter maintenance cleaning once a year, I think, would be a better approach than doing a heavier cleaning like I did today, where you have to leave the chemical dwelling on the slate for 30 minutes in order to get it to emulsify the soil enough to actually get it off the floor. Because I think bringing in that much moisture, as I did today, can't be good in the long run, but it came clean. It looked really good. It's 18 years old. It's only been cleaned twice. House cleaner definitely needs to change up whatever they're using, because there's definitely a residue, a very, very heavy alkaline residue on the floor. But that's another job in the books. It was really interesting to see. I'd definitely be interested to see what it looks like in another 8 years. Who knows, they'll probably have sold the house in 8 years. But those are my thoughts for this slate floor. I'll bring you along for the next one.
Magic.